time, a dish with D. That's me. Thank you for coming on this video, making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Wednesday, and Wednesday is what I eat in a day. Is there tastings in here? I think there is. I think so. You'll have to excuse me for the next few weeks. I got a lot going on here. So videos may be a little bit convoluted. So do the best I can. It's just my life right now. It'll get better, but bear with me. So without further ado, here are some of the things I ate this week with the points, calories and macros, if I have time to tell you them, because sometimes points are quick. The other ones not so much. So do the best I can. So without further ado, let's roll that food footage. Dinner tonight is 2 ounces of sweet potatoes roasted, 3 ounces of pork, and Caesar salad kit. Again, I'm on the fly. 4 points for the salad. Pork is 0. Potatoes are 0. I will count some olive oil. 1 point for what I roasted the potatoes in. So it is a 5-point dinner tonight. Delicioso, my lovelies. Pork. Oh, look, it's perfectly cooked. Slightly pink. Yes, I'm in Invitation Central, and I'm going to have this little cookies and caramel bar for a quick lunch. I ate breakfast a little bit late. I'm a little bit peckish, and I do want something sweet. So I thought to myself, you're not starving. You're just a little bit hungry. This will help, and it'll give you that sweet tooth as well. I'm hopeful, because we're probably eating early tonight. Steve has to go out. He has to go to a prayer service at church. So he wants to be out of the house before 6. So which means we have to eat early. So we're going to grab this now because I'm a little bit peckish. I think this is either 5 or 6 points. 210 calories, and there's 20 grams of protein. I think it's 5 or 6. I'm going to scan it and put it in. And then I'm going to go edit a video and get back to Invitation Central. It's been rough. It's been rough. 2-point matcha for a luscious snack. Latte. Latte's where it's at, and it's dark in here. So yeah, sorry about that. That's my snack today. All right, a quick lunch today. I'm having a serving of the tomato basil hummus from Sam's Club. It is 1 point. I have 3 points of Crunchmaster chips and this 8-point bag of trail mix. I know. It's what I wanted. It's what I'm having. So yeah, what does it come out to? 12 points, I believe. Yep, I am not giving you the calories and macros because I'm in a rush and I just need to show you what I'm eating. So that's going to be my light, well, I shouldn't say light. Well, light in calories, but because you figure 8 points, it is 220 calories, which is not bad. Lunch today. Breakfast this morning is a Legendary Foods s'mores protein pastry. 20 grams of protein, less than a gram of sugar. 5 points on the WW. And 19 carbs. No added sugar. There's 8 grams of erythritol. And how many calories? 180. Sorry about that. It's just I'm turning really quickly this morning. I've got a lot to do with this ordination. So that's going to be my breakfast this morning. There is a little bit of leftover scrambled eggs I have there. I may eat that as well. We'll see how I feel after this Pop-Tart. Alrighty, having a quick lunch today. We're going out to dinner, so I'm just going to have something light. I have an apple sprinkled with some Twix dust. I have 3 ounces of chicken, and I have a cheese stick. Only thing I have to count on this plate is the 2-point cheese stick. So my lunch is 2 points on Weight Watchers. 274 calories, 26 grams of carbohydrates, 32 grams of protein, and 4 grams of fiber. So that's going to be my quick, light lunch today. Not sure we're going for date night, but I will hopefully remember to film it. Lunch today is a can of white apple core tuna with some mayo, chopped onion. What else did I put in there? I thought there was something else. Oh, pickle. There was something else. My mayo was 2 points. 2 points. So my bowl of tuna is 2 points. I have serving of these, I can't remember what they're called. I threw them in the trash. They're rice crackers. The Kami rice crackers and wasabi. I have a serving, which I think is 16. And I have a mini cucumber. My crackers are 3 points. So in total, this lunch is 320 calories, 5 Weight Watcher points, 24 grams of carbohydrates, 35 grams of protein, and 1 gram of fiber. But that's my lunch today. I'm going to scoop. I'm enjoying crackers and tuna better than a tuna sandwich. So that's going to be my lunch today. I came in to dig into this after a weigh-in day, a very good weigh-in day. All right, dinner tonight is pierogies and fish with some tartar sauce. These are a spinach and cheese pierogi. These are mini, and that is my homemade sauce. It comes to, and I might go back and have another pierogi. 8 points on Weight Watchers, 232 calories, 35 grams of carbs, 9 grams of protein, and 1 gram of fiber. I could probably fit in another pierogi, and I could probably fit in another piece of fish. But if I'm satisfied, I may have a little treat later. So that's my 8-point dinner tonight. The pierogies are very good in points, quite honestly. The fish was 3. That's one thing I remember. And I counted 1 point for the half a tablespoon of mayo and everything else I put in there. And I believe that the pierogies were, if they're 3, 4. There were 4 points, 2 each. That's right. There we go. That's dinner. All right, time for another tasting. What are you tasting today, Dee? Another Prime Bites brownie. This one is peanut butter candy crunch. This one is 11 points. That's steep, my lovelies. That's steep. It is 250 calories. There's 13 grams of saturated fat in this. I mean, no, 13 grams of total fat, 8 of saturated, sorry about that. 22 carbs, 19 grams of protein, 13 grams of sugar, and 6 added. 22 grams of total carbs, minus 1 gram of fiber, 16 sugar, 7 sugar alcohol, so it comes to 14 net carbs. 11 points. It's, did I say 250 calories? 5 grams of collagen. I mean, do I have the points for this? I pretty much almost do. So I do have the calories, that's for sure. So that's where that comes in. When you sit there and say to yourself, oh my gosh, that's a lot. It is. But caloric wise, I have those calories. So it's covered in a little white, and look at the sides. So I'm not sure if I tried this one. I don't remember. I did try a peanut butter one, and I said, it might have been this. I remember, I think I said, I thought this was the cinnamon, to be totally honest, but I wasn't going back down. I remember thinking it wasn't peanut buttery enough. I don't know if this was the one I tried. But what I do like about these is they're just moist. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, it's good, but I think for 11 points and all that sugar, I would want kick me in the ass peanut butter. And it gives me peanut butter, but almost like peanut butter light. Like, I wish this was more peanut butter. Heck, I would even take the point for a little serving of powdered peanut butter and dip it in there. But like I said, I do have the calories for this. So yeah, I'm going to have that for dinner. For dessert tonight, because like I said, I have the calories, so it doesn't really bother me that it's 11 points. I think it's scanned at 10, but it is 11. 10, 11. Honestly, I don't quibble over that. Like, I'm like, it doesn't upset me that it's off by a point. Because really, even if you're off by a point, it shouldn't really matter in the grand scheme of life. 5 or 10 points, perhaps, but 1 shouldn't. So yeah, like I said, it's okay. I like it. Wouldn't be something I'd grab for first, though, in the pile of them. Like I said, I wish it just had more of a peanut butter kick. But it does have those little candy crunches in there. You could see them. So that kind of probably where all the sugar comes from. So it's going to be my dessert tonight. I'm going to get 19 grams of protein. Not too bad. Breakfast this morning. I know you're tired of seeing it, but I just have been enjoying it. It is veggie scramble time. 300 calories, 4 grams of carbs, 39 grams of protein, and 2 grams of, probably more 3 grams of fiber. I don't think I put the other vegetable in there. We have zucchini, peppers, onions, mushrooms, my favorite chicken sausage, 1 egg, and 1/4 cup of egg white with some seasoning on top. So that's my 0-point breakfast this morning. Quickly, let's make a protein cottage bun, a sweet one. First, we're going to start out with 1 serving of devotionSinful cinnamon. 1 serving, tablespoon of flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder mixed with 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, tablespoon of brown sugar substitute. I'm using Truvia. 1/4 cup, 1% cottage cheese, 1 1/3 tablespoon of egg white. Half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Combine it all well. Your mixture should look like this. Spray a ramekin. I got this one at the Dollar Tree with nonstick spray. Use the old-fashioned nonstick spray. Do not use the new one because your stuff will stick to these. Oven is preheated to 375. I'm going to put a little of this Cinnadust on top, and we'll bake it between 15 and 20 minutes depending on your oven, but don't leave it. I'm going to check on it. While our protein cinnamon cottage bun muffin is baking, we're going to make a glaze. Of course we're going to make a glaze. You can make this any way you want. I'm using 2 tablespoons of monk fruit powdered sweetener. Mix a little bit of water. You could absolutely use the Sinfully cinnamon. Mix a little bit of water. Hey, a little bit more protein. Never hurt anybody. Make this as thick or as thin as you like. I like mine a little bit thicker. There you go. Waiting for 16 minutes. Ooh, right out of the oven. Put your glaze on. See, I like to spread it. You could drizzle it if you like. And here's the finished protein cinnamon roll. It packs 28 grams of protein, 4 points on Weight Watchers. I will have my link below for 10% off from Devotion if you're interested in trying this delicious protein powder. Remember, it is a combination of whey and casein, so it bakes up beautifully. All right, having some girl lunch. I have a little bit of leftover pork, a hard-boiled egg with some mustard, and one of my favorite little snack bars, a skinny rice bar, 70 calories and 2 points. So my whole lunch is 2 points on Weight Watchers, 202 calories, 11 grams of carbs, 17 grams of protein, 4 grams of added sugar, and 1 gram of fiber. We're going out tonight, so I am saving up for din-din, but this will get me through. Plus, I did have a late breakfast, so quite honestly, it's good. Good in the hood. Can't wait to dig in. Date night Chinese food dinner. We had chicken lettuce wraps. I gave those 3 points. Sauce, maybe there was nuts in there. Had a cup of hot tea. Then I had a ahi tuna poke bowl. I had to count the 5 points for the rice. The crunchy onions were 3 points. And that avocado, I gave it 2. That was my dinner. It was phenomenal. Look how fresh and delicious. Breakfast out of the Knights of Columbus. I had a 4-point potato patty. I had a veggie omelet for 0. My eggs were 0. My sausage, I gave it 3 points. And I gave it extra 2 points for any oil they might have used. There's the Knights. Delish. Dinner tonight is a taco bowl. I have half a cup right there of millet. Don't ask me what millet is. It's a grain. It sort of tastes like if corn and rice had a baby. It is 3 points. I have 3 or 4 ounces of chicken. I have some lettuce, some cheese. I sauteed my breast with taco seasoning and chipotle. There's half a cup of pinto beans. There is some salsa, some cheese, some non-fat Greek yogurt, an 1/8 cup of cheese. And I topped it all off with Primal Kitchen's avocado lime. 1 tablespoon is 2 points. So my dinner and all this after this is 7 points, 310 calories, 42 grams of carbs, 40 grams of protein, and 9 grams of fiber. That millet packs a punch. So that's going to be my dinner tonight. Time for another tasting. What are you tasting today, Dee? A brand new product called Oddball. Oddball, break the mold, 45 calories, no added sweeteners, dairy, and gluten-free, 100% real fruit, purees, and juices. It's kind of like, I don't want to use the word jello, but it kind of is. 45 calories, 2 points on Weight Watchers. I'm tasting the flavor of mango. So let's see. They sent this to me for review. Oh, look at that. It's almost like a mango pudding. Ooh, there's a lot going on there. The consistency is really thick. Approved. I think this is pretty good. I'm not a fruit lover, as you know, but this is actually really good. I think it would be really good on cottage cheese. You could have half of one for 1 point on your cottage cheese. I think would be fantastic. That might be coming up on breakfast this week. So I give it a 4 out of 5. You can check out Oddball. I will link them. I did get a discount code, actually. They sent one with this. So if you're interested in trying it, I believe it's only online only. They have several different ones. We'll be tasting several this week. But first, the mango, because it's probably my favorite. So, approved. Good job. Oddball's not my favorite name, I will tell you. I think they could have done a better name. But as far as that, that's pretty spectacular. Breakfast this morning. This is a Super Bowl. I was going to put potatoes in here, but I didn't. It is 1 point. First, talk about the fact that it's 1 point. Look at the amount of food on this plate. 1 Weight Watcher point. Okay, let's also deep dive into that it is 404 calories. Now, think about that. 404 calories in 1 point. Be very careful, my lovelies, with the 0 point foods. 19 grams of carbohydrates. 50 grams of protein. That's way too much protein, honestly, because I think your body only absorbs like up to 40, so from what I hear. So I didn't put that extra cottage cheese to get it like that high. It's just I felt like a little cottage cheese. And it's only a 1/4 cup. And 5 grams of fiber. So I have a zucchini. It's not a whole zucchini. A piece of zucchini, a few asparagus spears, 2 mini bell peppers, some onion, my homemade chicken sausage, 1 egg, and a 3 to 4 tablespoons of egg white. And like I said, that little 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. I just felt like cottage cheese with eggs. Simple and true. Like I said, I wasn't trying to get a 50 gram of protein bowl, which is ridiculously high. Again, didn't strive for that, but there she is. So that's my breakfast this morning. Oh, it smells insane. I did put fresh garlic in there. Don't judge me. I don't think I'll be face to face with anybody quite this early. So mints are going to be in my mouth when I head out the door. But yum. Having a quick late lunch snack so I could still eat dinner. I'm just having a Mighty Sparks turkey stick. I believe it's chicken or turkey. Can't remember which. Gluten-free, no antibiotics. It's 2 points. And a 2-point cheese stick as well. This is a light cheese stick. So it's 4 points, 2 for each. 111 calories, 6 grams of carbohydrates, and 12 grams of protein. Like I said, I ate a late breakfast, so I don't want to skip it. I just want something quick, so I'm not too full for dinner tonight. So that's going to be my nice little snacky pepperoni and cheese, my little charcuterie with not the charcuterie lunch snack situation. Dinner tonight is a repeat of last night's dinner. It is a taco bowl. I have 1/2 cup of the millet left over. I have 3 ounces of chicken. There is beans, about 1/3 cup. Non-fat Greek yogurt on top, that I remember. Salsa, I remember that. I didn't really measure the salsa. Non-fat Greek yogurt is probably 1/8 cup. I do have 1 serving of that. It's called the Primal Kitchen avocado sauce. It is 1 point for that serving. So it is 4 points for my bowl. I don't have the macros because I'm telling you, I'm on the fly. And I think that it's for 4 points. This is an incredible, delicious dinner. So I'm going to enjoy this. And like I said, if you want the breakdown, you can look at last night's what I ate in a day. It was probably on this video. It's the same thing. It's just, just a little less because I actually mean a little bit late. How much you get busy? I don't know. Sometimes I'm so busy, but I do take time to have my din. So that's what she's having, or that's what I'm having. Who's she? I have no idea. Sometimes I talk as I'm in the 3rd person. So yeah. Oh, good Lord. I wish I had some green onions. That would be really good on top. I do have some dried chives, but not the same. All right. That's my dinner tonight. Breakfast this morning is a smart muffin in chocolate chip. I love these. I think because they're easy, convenient, good. They're 99 calories. You get 9 grams of protein. There's 20 grams of carbs. There's 12 grams of fiber. So if you're counting net carbs, it's good for you. 3 grams of sat fats, 7 grams of total fat, 190 grams of sodium, no added sugar. They come out to be, I said 99 calories, 4 points on Weight Watcher, I think because of the chocolate. Because the other flavors are actually lower than 4, but this is the one I was in the mood for this morning. I was in the mood for some chocolate. And open this up. All their muffins don't come in these things. I'm not sure why the chocolate chip does, but I mean, that's a pretty decent sized muffin, in my opinion. It's filling, it's good. We need something quick, and I do. So I'm going to go heat that up. I'm going to defrost it, I'm going to heat it up, and I will show you what it looks like. I also have 10% off from Smart Baking. I usually order from them maybe once a year. I order some of the Smart Cakes, which are woohoo, fantastic. Make the best parfait. Incredible. They're 1 point each. They're delish. And these. And the cookies are pretty good too. I mostly go for the muffins and the Smart Cakes though. But let me heat this up. She's good. She smells so good. And I heat it up just as those little chips are just slightly melty. You eat the way you want to eat. I'll eat the way I want to eat. And I want to eat a chocolate chip muffin. Could you make these? You could. But would you? I would love to sit there and say I would love to. But honestly, I don't want to do it. Not all the time. And that's why I get creative. But when you don't want to get creative and you have a limited time to eat, you gotta have something in the freezer, right? That's good. Good for you. And it's going to give you what you want out of life. Yeah, no, I have way too much time. I don't have enough time on my hands to spend it. I did my time, being Betty Crocker and Susie Homemaker. Now it's my time. Start enjoying life. Empty nester syndrome. Well, but my nests are still here. But they're old enough to take care of themselves. So I feel like I'm an empty nester because they are old enough to take care of themselves. You know what? If I want to go and be out for the day and fend for yourself for dinner, not my problem. I know. But I did it. I did my time. So I'm going to go enjoy this. And I will. I don't know. This is not a vlog. I mean, come on. Like I say, 4 points well spent. Chocolate for breakfast should be a thing. Look at that. Having a quick little lunch snack. Cookies and cream Barbell for 5 points. It is 200 calories. 5 points. I'm eating early dinner tonight, so some pasta. So I just wanted to grab this so I'm not too starving. Dinner tonight is cavatellis or cavatelli. Some Americans would say it. I have 7 points worth, and that meatball is a Trader Joe's turkey meatball for 1 point. I also have 2 points of the Rayo's sauce, so that comes to 10 points for my little bowl of pasta. Trust me, this is going to be plenty because if you don't know, gabardines are made with ricotta cheese, so they're a little bit more filling. So that's going to be my dinner tonight. I know, no gnocchi. Go figure. Well, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. Join us here at Dish with D, where we are sharing our healthy lifestyle together. Yeah, look, the trees are. Did I show you this last week? The trees are already falling apart. These spring trees always make me laugh. Yeah, that's the start here, Dish with D. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment anything, questions you might have. If I said I'd put a link and I didn't, let me know and I'll put it in. And thank you for my returning subscribers. I will dish with you another day, and I will see you in a video very soon, my lovelies. Bye-bye for now. Look how green it is. It's 47 degrees today. I'm a little bit chilly. Look, long sleeves. All right, see you later.